Hey y'all, it's been a minute since I did a reading, but today I felt like doing it and I felt a little push to go ahead and do it. So we just gonna hop right into it. I hope that everybody is doing fine. Y'all, I can't tell you if this is permanent or what. I'm just doing what I'm called to do at this time, and right now I decided to give y'all a reading. So it is a little late, but I was like, let me go ahead and do what I need to do. Let's get adjusted. So we're gonna start out with the Rose Oracle deck just to get an overall feel of the energy that you could be experiencing right now. Just to get like a little brief overview. All right, we're gonna get your present energy and then the energies that surround you. What is your present energy? Present energy, we have open. Okay, so that's a good energy to be in. It says, say yes, expand through extremes, trust life. So I feel like you're just in a space, like by open coming up, the first thing that came for me is like you're just in a space where you're ready to try new things. You're ready to step outside of your comfort zone. You're ready to just experience something different. So it's like you're being more open to that. And I even resonate with that energy because today I was like, I've been craving just more color in my makeup, and I'm like, I want to try something different. I was looking to buy a palette, and then like my money is like, girl, don't buy another eyeshadow palette. It's like, you have eyeshadow palettes, use what you have. So that's what I did today, y'all. I wanted to play in my makeup a little bit, and I actually kind of like it. It's different, but that's just for me to say that right now you're in a present energy. Like we're all connected, first of all, but it's like you're in a present energy of where you're just wanting to expand, or you want to do something different, or go beyond like whatever limitations that you already have, or whatever the case. So just coloring inside the lines and just kind of going outside of the lines now, or something like being more even expressive, I guess, for some people. Just it's like you're in the energy of doing something different. So let's see, what are the energies that surround you at this time? We're gonna try a different spread, y'all. This one I literally came up with as I was beginning to press start. Sometimes you might, that's a message in itself. Sometimes you might feel like, you don't make a move or whatever the case because you don't know where to start or how, or, whatever. But sometimes it just means going with the flow of where you're headed. So whether that means you want to change up your look, or you just want to do something different, just do something different. What comes to mind? What's something that sounds, satisfying to you, or what is something that you would like to experience, and then go after it. But yeah, so even seeing this open card, you could be more open to receiving communication. Ooh, excuse me, at this time you're more receptive at this time, if that makes sense. So what energies are surrounding you at this time? Let's see what falls out. What energies are surrounding the watcher at this time? I'm feeling like a need of patience, wait. You could be waiting on something, or waiting for some kind of change to happen. Or for some of you, like literally, when I'm getting like waiting on some kind of change to happen, it's like sometimes you just have to go after something instead of waiting for something to come to you, or waiting for somebody to tell you to do it, or waiting, for some kind of confirmation, or whatever the case. Sometimes you just have to do the thing first and then see the outcome of it afterwards. Sorry, I need a coffee. You could be just trying new things in different areas of your life, stepping outside the status quo. Wow. And then all these cards want to fall out when that happens. So let's see what we have. Wow. And it perfectly came out to the amount of cards that we needed here. So the first card that we have for energies that surround you right now. We have whispers of Mother Earth. So automatically I'm getting like, are you following your intuition? Are you following where your spirit is leading you? Are you honoring, you know, a part of yourself, or are you like holding back from experiencing something? But I really don't feel like that's the case, given that you're being more open. So for some of you, you could be more open, you know, to following your intuition, or even learning what that means for you or to you. But it says whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. So I feel like the energy that's surrounding you right now, maybe you're getting little, like literally these things can show up as whispers to you, or something, not even just like physically hearing something, but it could be like subtle cues, I feel like, or what's the word, or even like what is it called? I can't remember right now, but when events occur that are kind of like synchronized events or something like that. But that could be something that you could be catching wind of, or maybe you're wanting to try some new creative endeavors. Maybe somebody here wants to be a writer, but maybe you just want to be more creative. Maybe wanting to, you know, like I said, color outside the lines. That could be something literal for somebody here. It doesn't have to be, but there's definitely just expansion here when it comes to that, just seeking something new, something different, more of an adventure even. We have the Holy Grail. That sounds good already. Like I'm even getting like goat energy, like the goats. It says stop the endless searching, inner quest. So this is a message in itself of like seeking, maybe you could like seek outside approval all the time or something, or thinking that something won't be receptive. But it's like, it's not about, you know, worrying about what's outside of you. Do you receive this? How do you perceive something? What does that do for you internally? Like, kind of just scratch out, you know, what, you know, impresses everybody else, or what seems, I don't know, daring or out there, whatever the case to other people. What is it to you? What is it that lights you up? What is something you want to see more of or experience more of? So I feel like you're being more open to that kind of energy as well. For some of y'all, I'm getting like you're spiritually open, like you're becoming more open to even new spiritual experiences, or spiritual encounters, or I don't know how else to put it, but it's like you're more open spiritually. So this is an example. It doesn't have to be specific or whatever. This is just an example, but this could be something like someone who, you know, follows a particular religion, but you're being more open, you know, to other spiritual practices as well, seeking the divine. Yeah. For some of y'all, this could be through travel. I'm getting like culture energy, like being in culture, like engulfed in culture. Learning a new culture. This could be literally somebody could have moved, and you could be living in like a foreign place from where you're from. And foreign doesn't have to mean like overseas. It could just be somewhere different than where you've come from, even spiritually, if that makes sense. Next we have the second bloom. And it says a second chance. Literally, that's what I was thinking when I saw this card. Like, you're getting a second chance at something. It's never too late. New possibilities. So, I feel like with this being an energy that surrounds you, there could be something. Maybe if you've given a try before, something that maybe you had specific goals in mind, or whatever the case that didn't work out before. I feel like you could be looking at trying something again, or giving something else a chance. This doesn't have to be a person. This can literally be like, it can be for some, you know, but this could, you know, I'm getting more so the energy of like, this is just taking a chance on something again, or maybe seeing something from a new perspective now. I don't know, or not putting so much onto something to where it's not fun anymore or something. But you could be giving something another chance here, but just kind of coming at it from a new direction, even however that makes sense to somebody. Okay, but it says a second bloom, so a new opportunity at something you've done before. And then we have healing is happening. So for some of you, you probably need that confirmation that you are in the process of healing. Like maybe you just haven't seen the, you know, something through yet, or you haven't seen the end of something. You haven't reached that goal yet, or whatever the case. This is saying that healing is happening. You're in the process of healing. So that's confirmation for somebody. But it says you're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. So some of you could be holding on to the idea, or could have been holding on to the idea for so long that something is just not going to happen for you. Something's just not going to change. This thing is not going to get better. But I feel like now you're seeking more. This could tie into whoever's being more spiritually guided now. We're seeking more spiritual experiences through different channels or ways here, because this was, it's kind of bringing me back to but like it's saying literally healing is happening, like even through your faith. Okay, so even like this energy that's surrounding you now, it's about believing in yourself as well, which explains why I needed that deck today. I was like, why these decks? So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So with that in mind, I'm actually going to leave these out, and we're going to jump into the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, just to give you a little wisdom, or, you know, a source of strength that you could potentially need right now in this time. Okay. Some of you, it's like you just need that spark of inspiration that you've been missing. Maybe you've been seeking it, which for some of you, maybe that's what led you here. I don't know. But it's like seeking more, seeking something different, feeling a sense of connection, feeling heard, understood. Alright, I like to do this deck a little differently, so I shuffle it a little bit, and then I lay it out in 3. So we're going to do this 3 times, because I'm getting like 3, 3, 3. I don't know why I laid it that way. Okay. Alright. So first we have the red card. It says forgive. So somebody here, I guess what you need to know, I don't know if this is an energy of forgiving yourself or forgiving somebody else, but whatever the case is here, even if it means like forgiving somebody else, it's not always necessarily about that person. Like I was thinking about this the other day when I was driving. It's not always about that person, but also something that you need to know when it comes to forgiveness. Just because you choose to forgive somebody for, you know, how they've treated you, or things that they've done to you, or things that they didn't do, or, you know, however that resonates, just because you forgive them, it doesn't mean they have to stay close. Like what I mean by that is, you can forgive somebody and still choose not to deal with them anymore. Like just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean things have to go back to the way that they were, or try to even force it into that kind of situation, or whatever case. Sometimes it's a necessary need for change. But forgiveness is for you. It's about you being able to let go and not holding on to certain feelings or emotions or whatever the case, but also not putting yourself in that position to have to continue dealing with that. Because it's like some people reveal who they are to you in different ways, but you got to trust even, you know, how you feel or your intuition, what your intuition is telling you. Like if you need to back away from certain people, or, you know, keep your distance, or even just kind of, you know, observe, you know, follow that the inner knowing, I would say. But yeah, forgiveness is for you. It's not necessarily for that other person. Sometimes that other person needs that as well, but they'll learn their own lessons through, you know, how things transpire. But just know that, you know, part of your healing, well, forgiveness is part of your healing, but know that, you know, things don't have to remain the same just because you forgive somebody, or you don't have to keep them close. You know, you can love somebody from a distance. Next we have Princess. It says you can be your own knight. So this is saying you don't have to wait around for, you know, someone else to take up for you. You don't have to wait for, you know, somebody else's approval. For some of you, you don't have to, you know, seek outside of yourself to achieve or accomplish the desires of your heart. Stop seeking outside of yourself. That's something that some of you are learning, I feel like, on this healing process. So just trust that there's more to you than you even know. You're much stronger than you think you are. You are much wiser than you think you are. And I feel like you've learned a lot of lessons that are helping to heal you and moving forward when it comes to even just experiencing the new, if that makes sense. And then next we have Voyage, and it says you already have all the answers. So you already have all the answers you seek. It's about moving forward now, moving in a different direction, sometimes even viewing things from a newer perspective. So trust the inner knowing, the inner feeling that you have, even when it comes to moving on from whether it's a person or a particular situation that you've been experiencing for a while. Like some of you, it's like you have all the evidence that you need. How much worse should it have to get for you to see? Or I don't know how to word that. I don't really like how that came through, but I feel like maybe somebody needed to hear it that way. And I hope it didn't, you know, I hope that you received the message from it. But hey, if you're open, I feel like you're more receptive. So I also need to trust that as well. Wow. Excuse me, I'm thirsty. This coffee is good. But you already have all the answers that you seek. So it's a matter of just, you know, how you plan to move forward, how you plan, you know, how you choose to move, you know, at this time. Knowing what you already know, the information is already right in front of you. So let me see this Muse card. We're going to use this Muse tarot deck. I'm not really sure what we're going to address here. We're just going to see what comes out for you. I guess whatever you need to see at this time, whatever needs to come out will come out. And we'll just trust we're led right where we need it to be. I hope this reading isn't too long, y'all, because I used to make like 30-40 minute videos, and baby, nobody got time for that all the time. But I do like to listen to some longer videos sometimes when I'm riding in the car, but or if I'm just kind of like, usually riding in the car, to be honest, when I have time to myself to receive the message. But sometimes when I'm getting in the shower, or, you know, just doing little things around the house or whatever. Some of y'all could be experiencing a lot of new energy, like new as in like different changes in your life at this time in different areas, like for instance, like a new job or something. Maybe somebody has moved. I remember seeing that kind of. And the fact that we have the death card, it did come out upside down, so even just seeing that card anyways, it's like change, newness. Something has changed. Like something could have even changed drastically for some of you. I got like conscious, so I'm thinking like if it's like conscious, there's like a change in how you perceive. Things are different now, like a drastic change. We got the moon card. That's all about change as well, but it's also giving more like something being revealed. So maybe you finally realize something or finally see something for what it is. Some things are just as you see it. So you know how you you know how you hear sometimes like things are not as they seem. In this situation, it's like something literally is what it seems. Like you have all the answers. I guess why that card came out. Wow. It's like you know what to do now. Like we have the Four of Emotions, so you could be going back and forth with yourself about something, like kind of holding on to something. Maybe you're you feel like a sense of uncertainty when it comes to some kind of connection. I feel like here, this could be a relationship, friendship, even, you know, in work, like I said, like that kind of came up, but there's some kind of disconnect. There's some kind of confusion here. There's some kind of just kind of back and forth type energy, but I feel like things are becoming clearer. I don't know. It's like there's a deep realization like within the feelings that you're experiencing. Like it's like the feelings run deep. For some, it could have cut deep, if that makes sense. We have the Page of Inspiration here. So I feel like this is what has even just trusting, like your emotions have led you here in some kind of way. It's been like a key indicator to something, to like revealing the truth here. We have the Two of Voices, getting more in tune with your intuition. Like I said, it's like you're seeing things from a new perspective, like things have become clearer in some kind of way, but it's like it's after suffering through some kind of pain or keep coming back to a certain place, like being on a, like kind of like being on a hamster wheel, like you keep experiencing a certain kind of feeling or something like that. It's making things become clearer. Like this can be something that has been going on for quite a while. And maybe you're just no longer back and forth about it anymore. Maybe you're ready to move forward. You know what to do. You know what changes that are necessary at this time. So it's like really about how you choose to move in that energy. But I feel like here you definitely have an opportunity to move through something in a new light, if that makes sense. Just gonna take the one on top. We have the Five of Emotions, which I couldn't help but see this, but the Six of Inspiration. Like you could be viewing yourself in a new light. So maybe you realize, you know, I don't deserve this. Because with the Four of Emotions here, it's like you're capturing, it's like capturing something, but I feel like you're taking recognition of or just even acknowledging yourself in a new way. So when we was talking about forgiveness, some of you needing to forgive yourself. That could be what the energy is, because it's like, you know, why have I been putting up with this for so long? Why have I, you know, been open to receive certain kind of energies that don't make me feel good or that's negative to me? Why is it that I keep myself in these kind of situations, or what is it that has me clinging to this, or whatever the case? But I feel like you're starting to harness your emotions and get more in tune, even in your why continue to keep going back and forth with something? Why do I keep, you know, feeling this sense of like confusion? Very back and forth kind of energy here. So I feel like it's like you're what's the word? I can't even get the word out. I don't want to say capture, because that's not the term. May the words come to me if it's meant to, okay? Because it's like I can expound on that a little more, and I just can't find the words. Like, somebody could literally be speechless. You could be speechless, even from how somebody has treated you. Like, for some of you, you cried many tears, and your cup has never been filled. And it's like you get to a point where like, why am I putting up with this? Why, you know? I'm just going to take one because 3 fell out, but this one came out by itself. We have the Fool. Honey, the fact that I was just saying that, like, somebody literally has you out here looking like a fool. But this could be like a situation where you like kind of went all in on, like you just kind of freely jumped in. Maybe you didn't take any really precaution. For whatever reason, it's like a sense of freedom. So even that open energy can be really good, but also I feel like there's a need for taking some kind of precaution when it comes to jumping all into something. Let's see what this really relating to. What we need to know about this Fool card for real, for real. What we need to know about this Fool card. Like, some of you, it's like you learned to harness, to control, to be more in tune with your emotions. That was like that capture energy. I was kind of thinking like you've learned to harness your emotions. You're learning to be more logical and not just be moved by your emotions. Because this is like an energy of going all in on something. Wow. So that's not to be mistaken, because I'm definitely getting that. That's not to be mistaken with I feel like that cautionary comes when it comes to going all in for like another person, or like a situation that might seem too good to be true, or whatever the case is here. I feel like it's like you can be open to receive something, but proceeding with caution. But also with that, that's not to say like, oh, being afraid of, you know, going after something for yourself, like maybe a goal or a new position or something, you know, whatever. I would say take precaution when it comes to reading the fine print on something, or, you know, being aware that things are more than what they seem sometimes. But also giving off of experience, knowing what you know of, sometimes things are what they seem. Use your discernment here, because I feel like that message in itself is kind of confusing. That could be something that has you going back and forth, because it's like thinking about something logically but also having the emotional pull as well. So it's like you're going in different directions, you know, or being pulled in different directions. But I feel like there's gonna come to a point of some kind of stability. And the fact that this card wanted to come out again, I literally just shuffled those cards and it came back out. So it wanted to be seen, I guess. We have the 6 of Inspiration. So I I feel like the focus here is on yourself. And then when I was thinking that, this is what popped out, is giving like mirror energy, almost like kind of even standing up for yourself, because I see strength in this person. I see confidence. I see attitude. I see it all, like standing in your power. Like I feel like a daring even kind of energy here, but it's like the focus is on yourself at this time. Like knowing what you know now, how do you choose to allow yourself to receive certain kind of energies, or how do you move you know, and flow with the energies around you at this time. Ooh, this is loaded. Inspired by your views of yourself. How do you see yourself? What do you feel you deserve? In some instances, are you willing to wait for what you deserve? And we have the Four of Materials. That's all about receiving. So just like I was saying, I mentioned something about like, are you in a position to be willing to wait for what it is that you want? I swear, y'all, this video was just at 18 minutes. I said 31. It's long. But waiting for are you willing to wait for what you deserve to receive? So are you going to settle for these little things and just receive whatever? Or are you going to hold out for that big thing, for that thing that is meant for you? So what position are you in now, Divine Feminine? You want what you want. Because like literally, how has that worked out for you in ways that, you know, where you were settling in the past, or you just, you know, took on whatever or just received whatever? How has that worked out for you? And that's not to trigger nobody. Like, hopefully you really are in this open position and ready to receive that as well, and seeing the love that's coming from that. Because y'all, I learned from this too, to be honest. But it's kind of like, how has that worked out for you? I can say for myself, not very well, you know, just settling for whatever, or you know, what the best you think you can do right now. Why not go after something bigger? So y'all, that's the message at this time. This video has been long enough, so I hope that it was helpful for whoever was meant to come across it when you do. So until next time, y'all, bye.